Imagine a future where humanity vanishes without a trace. If, 100,000 years later, an alien explorer set foot on Earth, would they uncover any evidence of our existence? Could they find any trace of our existence? Intrigued by this question, two sci-fi enthusiast professors set out to investigate what remnants of humanity might endure. Drawing inspiration from the Silurians, a fictional reptilian race from their favorite sci-fi series, Doctor Who, known for being an ancient and advanced civilization that coexisted with prehistoric Earth, they developed what they called the Silurian Hypothesis. These two scientists, Adam Frank and Gavin Schmidt, while examining the marks humanity would leave for future visitors, stumbled upon an extraordinary truth about Earth's past. Some of the traces on our planet point to a much older and more complex history than previously imagined. This led them to ask a profound question. Could we be the first advanced civilization on this planet? Compared to Earth's 4.5 billion year history, humanity has only existed for about 300,000 years, a fleeting moment in geological time. This stark contrast underscores the fragility and potential impermanence of our presence, highlighting how even our monumental achievements might one day be erased without a trace. Despite this brief time frame, our impact on the planet has been monumental. From sprawling megacities to thousands of manufactured products and satellites orbiting the Earth, we leave our mark everywhere. Yet the universe and our planet are in constant flux. Just as a meteor obliterated the dinosaurs, rulers of this planet for 180 million years, humanity's end could come suddenly and unexpectedly. But would any trace of our high civilization remain? If someone came to Earth one day, would they find anything left of us, the planet's dominant species? These questions captivated Adam Frank and Gavin Schmidt, prompting years of research. They examined how the planet is affected geographically, chemically, and physically, and how human structures are gradually reclaimed by nature. Eventually, they drafted the first outline of their hypothesis, naming it after the reptilian race, the Silurians, from Doctor Who. The scientists argued that civilizations need to reach a certain energy threshold to leave discernible traces. For emerging civilizations, the most accessible energy sources are carbon-based natural resources, such as fossil fuels and wood. Humanity's heavy reliance on fossil fuels has significantly increased atmospheric carbon-12 levels. This rise has decreased nuclear carbon-14 in the atmosphere and disrupted balances among other gases. Normally, such atmospheric imbalances would naturally correct over time, but carbon emissions leave layers in rocks and glaciers that persist for millions of years. Imagine humanity vanished suddenly, and an advanced alien race discovered Earth. Upon landing, they would encounter pristine nature. Megacities like Tokyo, New York, and Istanbul would have become part of the natural landscape, leaving no trace behind. The metals of skyscrapers would corrode, roads would be overgrown with plants, and even protected structures would be consumed by vegetation, erasing them from history. Despite our constant activity on this planet, much of our ancient history has already been claimed by nature. According to archaeologists, 75% of structures from ancient Egyptian civilization remain buried under desert sands. In South America, large cities once home to millions are now hidden beneath dense forests. Earth's surface constantly renews itself due to plate tectonics, a process where the crust moves, destroying old surfaces and creating new ones. Imagine it like a conveyor belt. Old sections of the crust are pushed down into the Earth's mantle, melted and recycled, while new crust emerges from volcanic activity at mid-ocean ridges. This cycle ensures that the planet's surface is always evolving, making it challenging for traces of ancient civilizations to persist over time. This natural mechanism causes mountains to form, seafloors to rise, and the surface to completely transform over time. Rocks that were once seabeds have become mountains and will eventually crumble and transform into other structures. This renewal, called plate tectonics, makes it challenging for humanity to leave lasting traces. For example, the oldest surface we can currently identify is only 1.8 billion years old. However, when we examine Earth's soil layers, the picture changes. Humanity's impact on the atmosphere over the last 150 years has been dramatic, leaving a lasting imprint on the planet's surface layers. If alien visitors conducted deep drilling and analyzed these soil layers, they would detect a dramatic increase in atmospheric carbon-12 from 100,000 years ago. This rise not only affects carbon-12 levels, but also leaves marks on the surrounding ecosystem. For instance, the chemical composition of vegetation and soil layers would bear long-term effects of fossil fuel consumption. Such abnormal increases point to a civilization-driven impact rather than a natural event. Normally, such emissions could occur through volcanic eruptions, but humanity's footprint is so rapid and substantial that it defies natural explanations. Additionally, specific materials like nitrogen from fertilizers and processed rare metals are unique markers of humanity's influence on the planet. The Silurian Hypothesis has been met with excitement in the scientific community. It offers insights that we could use to search for evidence of past life on other planets. Yet, among the data they gathered through deep drilling, an unprecedented discovery came to light. A far more dramatic increase in gases occurred 56 million years ago. Initially, this was attributed to natural phenomena such as a supervolcano eruption. However, detailed investigations found no evidence of supervolcanic activity from that era. Moreover, unnatural phenomena like an increase in surface metals and a spike in global temperatures were observed alongside the carbon-12 rise. This does not necessarily mean that an advanced civilization like ours existed 56 million years ago. To confirm such a hypothesis, scientists would need evidence such as advanced tools, structures, or materials that could only have been created through intelligent design. The lack of such artifacts and the immense time span make it challenging to distinguish between natural and civilization-driven phenomena. It could also point to an unknown natural disaster or another event we have yet to comprehend. The passage of 56 million years makes it nearly impossible to find any definitive traces of such a civilization. Our planet has undergone 5 mass extinctions, each time rebooting the cycle of life. This cycle will continue for the next 2 billion years. In light of this information, it is plausible that civilizations we cannot even imagine existed on this planet 56 million years ago or even earlier. What are your thoughts on this? Could advanced civilizations have existed on Earth before us? Share your ideas in the comments. See you in the next video, and take care.